Jesse, with markets being a little more bumpy lately, I know you wanted to speak to what the sequence of returns can do when you've got serious money for the future on the line.
Yeah, and very particularly, this is about folks that are starting retirement and needing to withdraw off of the assets that they saved over a lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me throw this chart up real quick. The two dotted lines, navy and gold, are showing a average return of 6% a year
for accumulators.
Those accumulators, that's
working
right.
years, they're accumulating
that's right.
money.
And in the gold line, it's showing a bear market for 3 years at the beginning of their savings, versus the blue line showing a bear market for 3 years at the end of their savings period. They end up at the same place. That's
Got it.
That's what you got to know.
Got it.
The solid lines, though, are for who we're talking to, right? Folks that are distributing at this point.
Right.
Okay.
Or even trying to come up with a strategy when they get
that's
there.
Right. That's exactly.
Okay.
That's probably even more pertinent.
Okay.
And so the idea here is that the sequence of those returns or those negative market years at the beginning of a retirement period where you are distributing are so much more consequential than if it comes later in retirement.
Right.
You run out of money.
Right.
And so this is a matter of consequence as to how do you address this risk of which we have no control over, the sequence of returns.
So, Jesse, what's the takeaway?
Well, I can think of two. Number one, there are ways in which to mitigate this risk from just a allocation of assets, short-term versus long-term money.
Right.
Okay. And then two, the long-term money is important to mitigate that risk on, right? Because from a planning standpoint, most plans are built for a return of something around 5 to 6%. Right. And so realizing that, you've got to understand staying on the better side of that's only going to make the plan more solid.
Yes.
Managing the risk within that long term is an important factor of making the plan work.
Indeed.
We're here in upstate South Carolina. We would love to talk to you.